Hey y'all, and this is your girl Markeisha. Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 9 on Higher Vibes Podcast. Today on episode 9, we're gonna be talking about dating. We ain't gonna cover too much on dating. We just gonna cover the basics. And basically, every episode, I go on Google or Webster or whatever, dictionary to define the subject. And so we're gonna get into this definition, and then we're gonna basically answer some other questions and what I think about dating. Um so the definition of dating is a social romantic appointment or engagement. So the first question I thought was interesting to write down because I didn't I don't ever think um about what people think, but from what I have observed about dating, I've collected like information about what I think other people think when they date because of what I've observed. But what I think some other people think is that dating is like a sport or a game. That's how I feel because when I see people tell me about how they date, it's like they really try and win a game or something. And so some people think that sometimes it's something to do when you bored. And sometimes people, they don't go and heal themselves, so they just go out and you know go around and just be like, oh, I need to go date somebody, or I need to, which I feel like is tied into boredness or something. But anyway, let's move on. How do I define dating? How do Markeisha define dating? So I define dating basically as a tool to use when you really don't know who you want in a partner, or or you really don't know what you're looking for. So you kind of try like types of characteristics and traits to see like who and what you actually like, that fits with your life. I also define dating as like a networking place to see if you actually can like have like you know like a marriage partner, or I feel like sometimes you can use it for a business partner too, because you can also go on a date and be like, oh, hey, this person is not really like a person that I would date, but this person is excellent with like business. So it could also like go that route too as well, for dating. Also to find people with similar like interests and hobbies as well, because you can also date and just find a friend and establish that it's not going to work out, dating. So I don't know about that for me, but I have seen that happen. I feel like that's not a bad thing as well. You date somebody and you find out they supposed to be your friend. um but to me, dating will probably not be something I'm interested in this period of my life, because of my processing of where I place people, and also how I've grown on my journey. Like I used to date, not a lot, but I used to date because I had no clue who I was, like, and what I wanted. So I kind of jumped out there to figure it out, but I didn't like how everybody just go and be like, I don't know if it's like speed dating or whatever. I kind of like, if a guy came up to me and started talking to me and wanted to get my number, it kind of was like that. But now like I rather like vet, you know, and get to know people, better from like a standpoint where I'm like, okay, this person is safe for me to date. mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I know them well enough, or collected, enough data info on them to know that we can move forward to dating. I think that dating can be exciting as well. I think it could be exciting. Um I just don't like to date multiple people. I'm not one of them people who like to date multiple people because it just makes my head spin. Like it throws my energy off. Like I can't date multiple people. I've tried it even in like, like I would say like my younger years, like closer to like I would say like 19, 20. I wouldn't say 19, 20. I would say like 18. I've tried it, but it was just like I would just like really like delete everybody out of my phone that I was like talking to, and then after that I would feel so relieved because I'm like, okay. But then I would go and self sabotage again and go get a whole bunch of new group of people to date or to talk to. And so like it would be like five at a time, and I would be like, dang, you're really not interested in, talking to multiple people. And that's when I learned um like I don't really like to talk to multiple people at a time. So I would basically like drill it down to like two people, and I would be talking to two people, and then eventually one would get cut off, and then the other one, I would end up dating. Um, but I'm not a big fan of like dating multiple people. No shade to people who actually do that, cause y'all must got a lot of energy. Kudos to y'all. Like I love it, but for me, no, I can't do it. But it's basically like too much focus is going everywhere, and now it's like I know what I want, and I understand to a point of that dating was not something that was for me. um I was actually I actually learned now like just I don't go straight into it. Like I don't go straight into dating. um so I feel like people have their own processes of how they invite other people into their lives, and that's acceptable, um I just acknowledge my energy, my space, and my time, and where my energy is, like the flow of my energy is going. So I kind of try to be mindful of what I'm giving my energy to, because I always want the time and space to focus on myself. And so with dating multiple people, it's kind of like, you sure you could juggle this? Because you can't even juggle um your child. Because at a point in my life I was like, you really want to date this person because you're having a hard time being a mother, and that's what you need to focus on. So a lot of times I guess it wasn't the right time in my life to date, and I did it anyway. um Probably because of, I don't know, multiple reasons. But now I just would just vet. I still don't even date now. you know like I said, it would be like a person would come up and get my number, and we will be talking, and it will be cool. I'm at the place in my life where I've done so much healing that I know I'm going to attract the person for me. I know I'm going to attract the person for me. I know I got to go out the house. I'm a house like I love being in the house. So it's like, yeah, you got to get out the house. You got to do this, you got to do that. You got to be out there too. Cause multiple times I talked with my friend and I told him, yeah, bro, and this was like during like one of my last healing shifts, like 2 healing shifts ago. I said, yeah, bro, I just think that um the UPS man or the Amazon man is like my partner, you know? Yeah. One of them gonna come up to my door, they gonna deliver my package, and it's gonna be after that it's gonna be good. We gonna be married. Cause I just didn't like going out the house. Like, I'm an introvert, so a lot of the times, like, I do not want to go out the house. I barely got friends. I barely go out. But I do go out with my family. Because I feel like when it's time to start letting somebody in to actually receive what it is that they're trying to give me, as far as being with a partner, I feel like we would be on the same frequency, we would be on the same wave, because I'm already healing, you know? Healing is a lifetime process. And so I'm already healing. So whoever is going to be on my wave and catch my frequency, we're going to be on the same frequency, whether it's a lesson or whether it's a lifetime partner, you know? So that's just what I believe. And so I just try to stay on my frequency. Um if my frequency had to change due to me upgrading myself, that's okay too. But my main focus is just like getting to know somebody before I start dating them. um am I dating now? Like I said, no, I'm not dating. But that's basically what I feel about the whole dating thing. Now I ain't deep diving, I was going have a part 2 for dating, basically talking about certain situations and how I navigated certain situations in my past partnerships and past lessons, just to give somebody some type of um significance or some advice or something, but that's all I have for y'all. I love y'all. This is episode 9 on dating. And I'm your host, Markeisha. If you want to follow me on TikTok, my handle name is Moona's World _. It's gonna say higher vibes, but it's Moona's World, MOONASWORLD _ And my Instagram is Higher Vibe Bay. So it's HIGHERVIBEBAE. So y'all can follow me on them 2 platforms. I'm also going to be starting like a YouTube video for these podcasts. I'm not there yet, but I'm going to get there. But family, I love y'all. Peace, love, light, and healing. Stay on y'all missions. I love y'all. Peace. And tune into another episode. Thank you for tuning in.